All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite channel on the interwebs, Raw Law Unfiltered, with your favorite host of the DUI Guy Plus. Today, we are going to cover a brand new filing that was filed, I don't know, just a few bloody hours ago by Jeremy Hales and his team against Judge DeTortoisis. DeThomasis. DeBiasis. DeTortoisis. DeThomasis. There, I think I got it right finally. Okay, here we go. You guys ready for this? God bless America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, except in Levy County, Florida. In the District Court of Appeal of the state of Florida, 1st District, okay? This was filed, as you can see, literally just a few hours ago. 5 hours, almost to the minute. Literally to the minute. It's 7:47 where I'm sitting in the Eastern Seaboard. Jeremy Hales versus Lynette Preston. Hashtag buckle up, folks. Hashtag buckle up. Jeremy wants to fight back. Jeremy is not done with his motions. Jeremy wants freedom from his liberties being taken away by Judge DeThomasis, and he wants justice, which he is not getting in Judge DeThomasis's courtroom. So he filed a motion to stay proceedings, which was denied by Judge DeThomasis, and then he filed a request for a writ of prohibition from the Supremes, or the 1st District Court of Appeals of Florida. Now, today, just a few hours ago, he filed a petitioner's motion to supplement the record. So remember how Doreen and Randy, his lawyers, did not have enough time? They asked for a week, and the judge was like, oh, no, honey, no, I'm giving you 1 day. They're saying, oh, really? Okay, no problem. We file our petition on Friday, and now we are going to supplement the record. Oh, folks, when you see a supplemental filing, you know that this is going to be juicy. You know that this is going to be good. You know that we are not done. Put on your boxing gloves, put on your headbands, put on whatever it is you got to do, the shake weights. Put down your weapons. It is time to go toe-to-toe. Let's go, Judge DeThomasis. Let's fucking go. Anytime you see a supplement to the record, you know that they are not done fighting. There is more to be said. So, the petitioner, Jeremy B. Hales, by and through undersigned counsel, pursuant to the standard rules, files his motion to supplement the record in conjunction with the petition for the writ of prohibition that was filed on March the 1st, 2024. If you don't know what we're talking about, the links are in the description below of everything related to this petition. Now, or the writ of prohibition. Now, petitioner's newly filed petition for writ of prohibition was precipitated, meaning followed by not just one, but 2 elaborate multi-page orders rendered on Valentine's Day, and 2 weeks later denying Hales' motion to disqualify Judge Craig DeThomasis for bias, which were filed in quick succession, which we already know. Supplementation of the record is required. Uh-oh. Why? Why are we supplementing the record? Oh, I know why. Because the 40-hour deadline. Look at this. This is what Jeremy's lawyers are writing. The 40-hour deadline imposed by Judge DeThomasis, Judge DeTortoisis, Judge DeBiasis, at the February 28th hearing, okay, to draft, file, and serve Hales' petition for writ of prohibition by 6 a.m. on Friday, March 1st, or face trial at 9 a.m. before a judge. Hales perceived was biased against him, as well as against each of his 3 attorneys, that is Randy Shochet, Doreen Inkeles, and Mark Feather. resulted in relevant and important items being omitted from the appendix filed in the early morning on March the 1st, 2024, as explained below. So let's talk about the relevant facts. Number 3, I'm not going to read the numbers, but this is just paragraphs being numbered. Specifically, on February 20th, 2024, the trial court, meaning Judge DeThomasis, issued a scheduling order setting pretrial motions to be heard for the afternoon of Wednesday, February 28th. Trial on a respondent's Preston cyberstalking injunction petition was set for 2 days later on the morning of Friday, March 1st, 2024. Now, 1 day after the scheduling order was issued, on February 21st, Hales filed and served his third motion to disqualify Judge DeThomasis for bias, because he's Judge DeTortoisis, in direct response to his lengthy, embellished, and otherwise problematic order of February 14th, denying Hales' second motion to disqualify the judge for bias. Now, the rule 2.330, which I'm sure you all have memorized by now, the judge against whom the motion for disqualification has been filed shall take action on the motion immediately, but no later than 30 days after the service of the motion set forth in this subdivision. Furthermore, a judge faced with a motion for recusal should first resolve that motion before making any other ruling in a case. That comes from McKenzie versus Super Kids Bargain Store and Lovinger. As such, Judge DeThomasis had 7 days to rule on the third disqualification motion before the next court proceeding on February 28th, in which he would indeed be required to make rulings. Now, 6 days, you can tell what's on my mind, 6 days passed. No, 6 days passed after service of the third disqualification motion, and having received no ruling by the early morning of February 28th, Hales' counsel, remember, we talked about this. Now, this is all in writing. Oh my God, put your gloves on, folks. This is a fight. This is a fight. I am literally, my lawyer sense is tingling. I have shivers going down my spine. I am excited. This is lawyer speak, for I am punching you in the face. You better brace yourself. On the early morning of February 28th, Hales' counsel emailed the judicial assistants for guidance. Help us. We don't know what to do. We're not receiving anything from Judge DeTortoisis. Please help us. The parties were to appear live in Levy County that afternoon. He said all lawyers are to appear. Everybody thought they were getting arrested. They thought they were going to go into custody. That Judge DeTortoisis is going to be like, you've been talking about me on those YouTubes again, haven't you? I'm going to have all of you arrested and locked up. Okay, so a few hours later, shortly before 10 a.m., the judge rendered another treatise-like order denying Hales' third motion. Boom, denied across the board. Approximately 10 minutes later, Hales' counsel filed, as we read on the channel last week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, check in the description below. By the way, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, join out as a member if you're so inclined for 99 cents, or super chat if you have a question about this. Approximately 10 minutes later, Hales' counsel filed a motion to stay proceedings, indicating that higher review of the very recent orders denying disqualification would be promptly sought, and requesting 7 days to prepare. That's all we're asking. Just give us a week, Judge, to prepare, file, and serve the petition for the writ of prohibition. The parties and counsel appeared before the judge later that afternoon as scheduled. Now, although opposing counsel had already agreed to continuing the trial, and we have a footnote here, albeit not to stay per se. This occurred a few hours before the scheduling court appearance on the afternoon of February 28th. If you all remember, we talked about this. But again, now we have it in writing. It's all memorialized in writing. Oh, the boxing gloves, I swear to God. Oh, this is exciting. The trial court, continuing the trial, until this court resolved the not yet filed writ petition, Judge DeThomasis nonetheless required Hales' attorney to demonstrate good cause for the continuance. Do you see what Judge DeThomasis is doing? You remember we talked about this. Judge DeThomasis was like, hey, folks, I am going to continue this if you give me a good enough reason. And they're like, are you fucking kidding, bro? We asked you to remove once. You said no. We asked you to remove a second time. You said no. You asked us to remove a third time. You said no. So now we just need time for a writ. And you're like, fuck off. Are you kidding me? He just refuses to budge, refuses to move. It's like, I will not stay and I will not go. Should I stay or should I go? And the judge is like, no. Like, what do you mean? You have to pick one. No. Should you stay or should you go? No. This is unbelievable stuff. After arguing with Hales' attorney while he tried to argue to the court, the judge then required Hales demonstrate his good faith that a petition for a writ of prohibition would be promptly filed. Are you lying to the court? Are you deceiving the court once again? You know, boomed Judge DeThomasis in the book that has not yet been written about him, that will be probably and eventually written. To that end, Judge DeThomasis imposed the following Hobson's choice conundrum. What is Hobson's choice? I used to do this example on my channel. Hobson's choice is no choice at all. I present before you two plates, okay? Both of them contain poison. This plate will kill you in 1 hour. This plate will kill you in 1 minute. Make a choice. Which plate would you like? That's no choice at all. Both of them are going to kill me. So why would I make a choice in the first place? That's a Hobson's choice. There's no choice at all. Both of them are terrible and bad, and both of them are going to kill me. So that Hobson's choice conundrum on Hales and his attorneys: get the writ petition drafted and filed by 6 a.m. on Friday, March 1st, or begin the trial before him at 9 a.m., meaning you have a very short period of time to file the writ of prohibition, or we're just going to start trial with me as the judge, which obviously you don't want, but I don't care because I'm Judge DeTortoisis. Now, to the Hales, that meant, to Jeremy Hales, that meant decisions directly impacting his constitutionally protected First Amendment right to free speech, among other fundamental rights. I have a feeling that his lawyers are watching my YouTube channel. First Amendment right to free speech, among other fundamental rights. That's the first time I've seen this language. Because, you know, we talked about his deprivation of Jeremy's Second, Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments on top of the First. They didn't list it, but this right here leads me to believe that his lawyers might be watching my YouTube channel. That's kind of cool. Along with decisions affecting his very livelihood, would be made by a judge who has repeatedly demonstrated extreme bias against Hales, repeatedly demonstrated extreme antipathy towards his counsel on multiple occasions and multiple counsel, and has repeatedly denied Hales a meaningful opportunity to be heard. Accordingly, Hales chose option 1: prepare, file, and serve the writ of petition in the next day and a half. They asked for a week. They got a day and a half, barely. After more than 36, so here we have the proof. Here we have the proof. After more than 36 hours of non-stop work, Hales' petition was timely filed, along with a motion for order to show cause, docketing statement, and even an appendix, which requires supplementation. An appellate court will not decide a case based on an incomplete record until an opportunity to supplement the record has been given. That comes from a case known as DeBose. Now, the relevant items for supplementation, and this has a footnote. Here, supplementation of the record would necessarily require amending the petition for writ of prohibition to include proper citation to the supplemented record. The transcript, for example, was not even ready as of March 1st because Judge DeTortoisis did not give us enough time when the petition had to be filed. That's another footnote, which we'll come back to in just a second. All of Hales' disqualification motions and all of the orders denying them were included in the appendix filed on March the 1st. However, the transcript of the subject hearing on January 23rd was not yet ready and therefore could not be cited or included therein. The quoted material in the petition references and tracks the video recording of the proceeding with timestamps. The video recordings, particularly the January 23rd proceeding, were omitted from the appendix as they were not permitted to be sent by electronic link and had to be organized on a flash drive to be mailed to the district court clerk. Now, all recordings, and that's the November 29th, December 6th, January 4th, January 23rd, and February 28th recordings, not only the one from January 23rd, are requested to be included in the record. The January 23rd video recording not only shows the judge's aggressive demeanor towards the Hales and his counsel, discussed several times in the writ petition, but that video and the others are relevant to Judge DeThomasis' incessant use of the phrase totality of the circumstances, which we frequently employed before launching into further condemnation of Hales' attorneys in open court and in the orders denying disqualification. The February 28, 2024 recording supports the statement contained in this motion, including the judge's argumentative demeanor consistent therewith. I mean, think about it. They literally would have to quote a February 28th hearing. Now, this was a leap year, so we had a February 29th, but they had a hearing on February 28th. They would have to obtain the recording from the court of clerk literally by Thursday before 5 p.m., which is impossible, Clerks are, it's impossible for a clerk to have a recording ready with less than 8 hours of preparation. Do you know why? Because, no offense to anybody, but except even Judge DeThomasis, you cannot force a clerk to be like, okay, I have a pile of work. How about you take me from the bottom and put mine on top? Because that's rude. You're cutting other people in line, and nobody is going to do that just because Judge DeTortoisis wants his motion by 6 a.m. on a Friday morning. That is so rude. That is so rude. That's Judge DeThomasis literally going, you know what? Screw everybody else. You have to prioritize my cases. Who does that? That is so unruly. Plus, they have to redact it. Exactly, chat. Chat is on the money. Chat is on the money. So, what happens? The February 28th recording supports the statements contained in this motion, including the judge's argumentative demeanor consistent therewith. And we have to make a transcript out of it. So we need time. And judge gave us 40 hours to prepare. The transcript and official recordings are items that would be routinely transmitted by the clerk pursuant to such and such rule if a clerk were preparing the record instead of an appendix being submitted by counsel. Moreover, there are docket items filed by Hales' counsel that Judge DeThomasis expressly referenced and expressly disparaged, fancy word for attacked, in his remarks from the bench and his second and third orders denying disqualification, which should be included. Specifically, these docketed items include Hales' motion for sanctions filed January 19th and Hales' memorandum of law in support thereof filed January 22nd. Yet he called not a memorandum of law at all, as well as the scheduling order of February 20th and certain emails on February 20th between the judicial assistant and counsel relating to that scheduling order, also addressed in the petition. Now, for context only, the temporary cyberstalking injunction rendered against Hales on December 4th and January 4th as modified should likewise be included. Upon receiving authorization from the court to supplement the record for which 10 days is requested, Hales will also file his amended petition for writ of prohibition that would include proper citations to the transcript. We just need time, court. We just need time. We're asking for time. He's being unreasonable, so we're asking you for time. Since he would not give us time for being unreasonable, you, we expect, are going to be reasonable and give us the time. Transcript and other portions of the supplemental record, as counsel also noticed a few sentence fragments and incomplete thoughts on the March 1st petition. I'm sure they noticed it much like we did in reading of the motion on the video, likely the result of sleep deprivation. Do you understand this? It's literally written right here. Sleep deprivation. Your Honors, we're in such a hurry to meet this crazy, insane judge's deadline, lest we want to go to trial, that we have been literally deprived of sleep. Like, I think our guess was correct. They did not sleep at all since at least like either Tuesday night or Wednesday night. His lawyers did not sleep. They worked around the clock to make sure to get this done. Judge DeThomasis is a monster. He's a complete and utter monster to do this to other people. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. Likely, we had incomplete sentences, incomplete thoughts, and sentence fragments. Likely the result of sleep deprivation. Those should otherwise be corrected by counsel. Holy crap. Had the judge afforded Hales the 7-day time frame initially requested to complete this project rather than a day and a half to do so, this request would not have even been necessary. A supplemental appendix with the foregoing items will be electronically transmitted to the court simultaneously with an amended writ petition containing citations to the supplemental record. A labeled flash drive with the video recordings can be furnished to the clerk by mail for inclusion into the record. Counsel has conferred with opposing counsel, which means they talked to Doreen and Randy talked to Josh Silverman. Counsel has conferred with opposing counsel who does not object to inclusion of the transcript of the January 23rd hearing or the temporary injunction orders of December 4th and January 4th or the scheduling order of February 20th. However, he did relay his objection to the video recordings, including the one from January 23rd and the aforementioned emails between counsel and the judicial assistant. No position was expressed as to Hales' motion for sanctions and memorandum of law, which were already furnished to opposing counsel when filed in January and criticized by the judge at length at the January 23rd hearing, which opposing counsel attended, as well as in the judge's order on February 14th denying Hales a second disqualification motion. Wherefore, the petitioner, Jeremy Hales, respectfully requests that this court grant his motion allowing supplementation of the record with all items requested and set forth above within 10 days to include simultaneous filing of his amended petition in conformity with the supplemental record. Put your gloves up, folks. Respectfully submitted, Shochet Law Group, attorneys for the petitioner. Doreen Inkeles personally signed it with her Florida bar number. I hereby certify that Joshua Silverman was served, and this motion was prepared in the usual font as must be. Oh, man. What happened with Debbie? Oh, no, Debbie. Is everything okay? I am so sorry to hear that. Debbie's one of our new moderators, and she's been very on point on this Johnny Depp. Now who's lacking in sleep? Jeremy Hales trial and hearings. And I feel so bad. I hope he's okay. I hope everything is all right. Legally Live, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining on as a member. Same goes to Ryan Petzold, as well as Terry Smith and Jolene Dulaney. Thank you for joining on as a member, all of you. By the way, again, don't forget to hit that like button. It's like ringing a doorbell. Ding dong. Like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, join as a member, ask your questions. Doreen is an amazing legal writer. You go, girl. Claire Kershaw, thank you so much. I will pass that along to her if I could. Jessica Kruger, the legit GoFundMe is back up. Thanks, Debbie. That is perfect to know. Fluffy Lover 261, is the rumor true? You will meet Jeremy and George. There's a rumor that I'm going to meet them? I mean, no, that's not in the game plan. I mean, I'm sure if I wanted to, I could. But why is the rumor circulating? Because I'm going to Florida tomorrow? No. My girlfriend and I are going to Miami, folks. We're going to South Beach. We're going to be in South Beach. We're going to be on the ocean. We're going to be on the ocean. So hashtag buckle up, folks. Buckle up. I hope you all learned something today. This was a quickie, but I wanted to make sure you guys have the latest because it just keeps getting better, folks. Better and better every day. I also wanted to share this meme with you all. This is funny. This one is really, really funny. Here, where is it? There it is. Somebody shared this with me. Check this out. That is so funny. Megan said I should join Jeremy's legal team. This is Smithers from The Simpsons. Excellent. Feathers! And there's this one too. Oh, it's so good. Make it into an emoji? Oh, I think I could. You won't be able to see the feathers though. And this is the third one. Which one should I make into an emoji? Which one do you guys like the most? This one? This is going to be number 3, number 2, or number 1. I'm going to make a poll right now to see which one you guys like the most. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. So again, this is number 1, feathers. Number 2, with his arms raised, or number 3, which is kind of like an AI version. Number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll make one of these into an emoji. Let's see. What do people want? Let my people go. Give the people what they want. Let's see. How do I do this? Live. Here we go. Found it. Found it. All right. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Which Smithers shall emoji? 1, 2, or 3? Start poll. Here we go. I started a poll. Vote in the poll, you guys. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Again, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. One of these will be turned into an emoji and added to the channel. 1, 2, and 3. That's a great idea. That's a great idea, actually. So vote in the polls right now. This is number 3 on the screen right now. This is number 2. And this is number 1. I wish I could pin them like against each other, but it would take some time. I would have to copy and paste them and all that. But I think you guys get it. I think those of you who are here, that's number 3. That's number 2. That's number 1. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Everybody wants number 3. Everybody wants this into an emoji. 78% of you voted. There's like almost 1,000 votes. That means 780 people want this Smithers to become an emoji. Okay. All right. Smithers number 3 will become. Wait, I keep calling him Smithers. Is it Mr. Burns? I thought it's Smithers. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I always forget who this. I didn't watch The Simpsons growing up. I only caught up a while ago, when I was like in my 20s, because I didn't grow up in the United States. Smithers. Smithers is yes, Smithers. That's right. Because he always said Smithers. Hi, Mr. Burns. That's Mr. Burns. Oh, my bad, you guys. I feel so bad. This is Mr. Burns. This is Mr. Burns. You're absolutely correct. Chat is always right. Chat is always right. Chat is always right. We'll make him into Judge DeThomasis / Judge DeTortoisis emoji. We might have to remove somebody, though. Oh, no. Let's see. Let's see. Best practices, blah, blah, blah. Where are the emojis? Perks. Here we go. Customize default perks. Emojis. Add another. Oh, wait. We have so many members. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or actually, here's what we can do. Let's go to. He's so small. Let's see. Burns. Should I? DeThomasis is too complicated. Let's call him DeBias. DeBias. Save and publish. If you refresh your screens, he should become available. Let me try and refresh myself, see if I can get him pulled up. He's probably going to be too small. I can probably update it later, but now while we're live, it will serve our purposes. Refresh your screens if you don't see him. Here we go. There he is. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. We got him. Oh, the tortoise. The tortoise is better. You're right. The tortoise is better. But it's too long. Like, you have to type it out. But I don't think anybody actually types out emojis, do you? The tortoise. The tortoise. The tortoises? Yeah, it's too long. It's too long. It has to be the tortoise. It has to be the tortoise. Okay. It's going to be the tortoise. There you go. You guys have them. You guys have them now. Prayers to Debbie. Sorry, we got distracted, Debbie. I hope everything is okay with your husband. Him being in the hospital. I hope everything is all right. I will edit it later to make it more congruent. I just don't want to waste too much time on it because I value you guys' time. Patrick W says, thank you. After Jeremy's live 17 days ago, you could tell he was stressed. He had just been battered. You interviewing him has helped exposing on this matter and showed both Jeremy and his followers that LawTube is with him. I mean, I can't say I speak for all of LawTube, but so far there hasn't been a single person in LawTube that has heard about this and didn't want to like either cover it or ask questions about it. I know a lot of LawTubers are on the case. So, I mean, I'll take the credit where credit is due. I was the first one to kind of shed light on the whole situation. And I'm glad that, excuse me, interviewing Jeremy and George has helped expose this matter to the rest of the internet, you know, the rest of YouTube, generally speaking. Subi Sue says, hope you have an amazing time with your beautiful girlfriend. Did you hear that, babe? Subi Sue is wishing us an amazing time in Florida. My girlfriend says that's very sweet. She very much appreciates it. Thank you. Bill Smith says, have you seen today's post by What the Hales? Yes, I have. In addition to letter flooding Jeremy in support of character letters, what can the common viewer do watching this judge? So remember, we talked about this. Contacting which district? I forgot it. Megan told us which district it was. District 1, or is it District 2? District 2, Florida House of Representatives. I think it's this one. No, it's District 1, isn't it? I forgot. Bloody hell. Maybe Chad can help me out. District 8. Oh, duh. Come on, I knew this. Yeah, wait. No, that's not the guy. No, it's not. No. District 8 is... Hold on a second. I'm losing my mind here. I remember we... I remember the way, the face of the guy. Let me check my history. Hold on a second. Here it is. I believe it's this one. I'm pretty sure this is the correct one. It's in Tallahassee, right? Is it the Tallahassee one? I believe this is correct. Here, I'll make it big. Present, share screen. Here we go. This is the one. This is the one you contact in Tallahassee, because it's District 22, the State House, Florida House of Representatives. That's the one in Tallahassee. Whoops. There. That's the one you want to contact. This is how you, the common viewer, can support Jeremy by contacting the Capitol office in Tallahassee and ask them to remove Judge DeTortoisis. Okay? You're welcome, Debbie. Let us know if there's more than we can do other than just thoughts and prayers. Welcome, Nadia Beeswax to the channel. Welcome, William Wright. Thank you for joining on as a member as well. Also, welcome, Jens Anderson and Kevin Robbins. And Debbie Childers, we're so sorry to hear that again. She said, sorry I'm late. Hubby is in the hospital. We're praying for his speedy recovery. We hope everything is okay. Jody Butler as well. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ruth Taylor. Volpe Fox says, Judge defies this. He has another name. Judge defies this. I like it. I like it. Tonight was scary on What the Hales. We will talk about it. We're not done yet. We will talk about it. So I'm actually going to save that super chat. DeThomasis is so complicated, says Vanessa Gragg. If that isn't a loaded and true statement, haha. This is the address and phone number that you need to send your concerned letters to in order to remove Judge DeBiases, Judge DeTortoisis, whatever you want to call him. Because the other district office, I think he's got buddies there. This is the main one in the capital. The others are suites. This is like the main one. And they're like the same address or something. I remember we saw that. Okay. Watching the previous video, Larry needs to read cursive better, but thank you for trying and helping Jeremy. Jeffrey Montgomery. I'm sorry. I just never really fully learned cursive. I know how to curse, but I'm not very good at cursive. Dawn Gibson says, watch Jeremy's video from today. Oh my God, that caller is so full of BS. Dig, Jeremy, dig. I think that guy is just fishing or indirectly threatening. We're going to come back to that. So hold on, Dawn Gibson. Don't go anywhere. Jax R, thank you for supporting Jeremy and George. They sure need it. You got it. So I'm going to actually close this one. We got another one, which is going to kind of highlight what we're about to do next. Teddy O'Hearn, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And thank you, Wanda Perez, for the $2, as well as Babs Massier for the 5. And 2024 in French, 2024. Hope you enjoy your holiday. What sort of stuff will you be doing during it? Hopefully, absolutely nothing. That's the point of a vacation, right? Okay. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's focus on what we're going to do next. Since I was not expecting to do audio, I did not put my headphones in, which I'm doing right now. So bear with me just a moment as I get my headphones in, because we are going to analyze what the hell happened today when Jeremy and George got a threat, a death threat, a hit, a what? We need to get to the bottom of this, folks. We need to get to the bottom of this, because this is ridiculous. This thing is completely out of control. Some Chinese hackers, some Chinese spies, some Chinese, hitmen and women are now going to be threatening American audiences. What is going on here? I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It does not make any sense to me. So let's try to analyze what is going on. Hopefully this does not siphon any views from Jeremy, because that's not my goal. I want to share the truth. That's what I want. So this is Jeremy's video from today.
But I can tell you,
I watched some of it. So let's see what... there's a moment here where he reads portions of the video of the letter that he received from the sheriff.
Hong Kong is 16 hours ahead of Levy County. And during the county commissioner meeting, and it says it is from Donald. And it says 6:52 Tuesday in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is 16 hours ahead of Levy County. I'm a Florida-born American currently outside of the U.S.
A Florida-born American living outside the U.S. So he received a tip from somewhere.
Information that Jeremy Hales urgently needs to hear, as it affects his legal case and potentially even his life. What is coming at Jeremy is both a legal attack and, if needed,
welcome, Big Bad Boss.
In parentheses, you can see right there, a hit job.
A hit job.
If needed, a hit job and or arson. What is coming? I just read that line to you. Let's jump back to the one after that. This is for his ears only. I just allowed it for the world's ears. By the way, if anything ever happens to me, please know it was never an accident.
What a scary.
It was never, ever an accident. And everybody should dig as deep as possible to figure out the truth of what really happened. I can only inform him, and it's time-sensitive and actionable intel. I came across this information firsthand and by coincidence at length, and it's extremely serious that Jeremy be informed of this directly and immediately. Upon Jeremy contacting me via email, I'll provide my number and full name. I've left this message on a website that supposedly screens contacts, and now sending a copy to the local sheriff in Levy County to convey to Jeremy, we need to talk ASAP. And then he has an email address. I've already emailed, okay? I have no idea what the website is that apparently in here says screens contacts, but we have not received anything in regards to any of our platforms. And while all of our platforms do screen, and our platforms such as Facebook, such as YouTube, they automatically block certain things. And some of those words that he said would be automatic blocking on those platforms. We can't find anything from him. So what we do have is sent him a message.
Well, hold on. Jeremy can, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been using YouTube for a very long time too. And I believe I can actually check it right now. If you go to comments on your channel and include, or maybe you can't, I forgot. If you block words, don't they get held for review? You can, yes, that's right. So imagine like, I don't know, like the T word. I'm not going to say it out loud, but the T word, I can like search for it and it will show me all offensive comments that have been said, even though I have that word blocked. I can search for these comments as a YouTuber. So I go into, instead of publish, there's this held for review section as a YouTuber. So if anyone ever said the word like hit, you know, like take a hit or whatever, or KILL or something of that nature, I can literally go to this special section and see which comments have been filtered and blocked. So you know what I mean? You can sift through it. It's going to take a while, probably. A channel, I mean, they're like 1.5 times my size, almost double my size. So maybe they get like a hell of a lot more messages, but you can still filter things through. And I've done it before. If I'm looking for somebody like trying to call me out or something somebody said or whatever, I can literally go right now, you know, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. There's it's called held for review. It's held for review, and it's just to like make sure that what blocked words have been like used or whatever, you know. So you can block words, but you can also like customizably modify them, you know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing something. Oh, his email. If it's his email, then that's different. Okay, let's keep watching.
And I'm going to read it to you right now. And said at 3:55, or
I want to get to the call. There's a call in here somewhere
right now. No, at 11:35. Okay, because we just got out of the meeting. Then we had a meeting with one of our attorneys.
Here it is.
Mark on those lines. Information able to.
Here we go.
Are you okay? Have you ever been? I don't know who I'm talking to be able to move forward with this. So I have to pre-qualify and go, you know, are you okay? Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental conditions whatsoever?
No. And by the way, because I have my type 2 diabetes, I'm regularly checked. And because
go back 20 minutes. Oh, hold on. 20 minutes. Oh God, this call is like 20 minutes long. Oh, good Lord.
And as of right now, no.
Here we go. Volume is on max.
We're trying to get a hold.
Not you again. Put the AI in this guy. Let's find out who the hell he is. Set it for 90 levels. That'll get us a few thousand people.
What are you talking about?
Excuse me?
What are you talking about with AI right now? Is
What
the,
language were you using? Who in the hell are you? Who in the hell are you? You know who I am.
is this Donald?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Jeremy Hales.
Nice to talk with you, sir. How do you do?
I'm a little concerned. Can you tell me what's going on?
By the way, why were you using Chinese, or why was there Chinese at the beginning of this?
There was no Chinese, but you did say some things such as put the AI on it. I heard that, but I didn't even speak.
Right, because, I mean, seriously, we had, you know, what, 6 seconds, 7 seconds of Chinese, and then I hit it with that, and that usually spooks them away. Okay, sir, I don't have any AI. Hell, what can I say? All right, definitely. Now, this is a situation here.
Doesn't sound
I've been
familiar.
talking to you know who.
Who's you? Now, I don't know you. Who you know who? Who's you know who?
Well, who is, you know, the nasty gal, you know?
Okay, yeah, if you don't use names, I don't know who you're referring to.
Well, I'm also online, and I don't even know the names of these guys. I just know they were 6 Indian and Pakistani attorneys. They were sitting next to us. There were 2 guys I think were Canadian. All were attorneys, and they were talking about having spoken to, what is it, Lynette, Michelle, whoever you want to call her.
Okay.
And that they had filed, they were in the process, I don't know the progress, and they had filed as foreigners to come into the USA and then Florida. Well, they could come in, obviously, and practice law in Florida and then represent her.
So you're saying that they stated that she contacted them?
I think, no, these are ambulance chasers. I believe they, you know, these guys are kind of the scum type. And they were laughing their head off. They had just finished their brandy brunch. It's a nice Indian restaurant that my friend is.
Okay, so real quick, chat, fill us all in. Who is he talking to? How did he get this phone number? Was it on this complaint? Because I'm completely out of the loop. Who is this guy? Is this the Floridian living in China? Okay, so this is the Floridian living in China. Okay.
Director and
He's the one who called the sheriff's department to let them know that there's been a quote-unquote potential hit on Jeremy.
there sometimes for me to help him with his English drafts. I'm just what I said at the bottom of the email. Sorry to have taken so long digressing about that. All right, so this occurred less than a month ago, and I had written to
Wait, hold a second. This happened 1 month ago? This didn't happen today?
No, this happened about a little over 3 weeks ago. I've sent emails trying to get them to you. I've asked people online. I didn't tell them what was going on. I just said, please, 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 please. And so I think I probably made 12, 13, 14 attempts to get in touch with you.
Okay, let's compare that to this real quick because Chad is asking, does this sound like this guy? Let's listen.
Thank you for calling Foreman and Associates. How may I help you?
I'm watching Larry on YouTube right now, and I know his buddy Jeremy Hales loves people to phone flood. So is that what Larry also?
No, this does not sound like the same guy. That's not the same guy.
Should we just phone flood the courts until they can't do business anymore? Is that his legal strategy? I'm asking for a friend.
Okay. I'm not certain about that. Are you calling on behalf of someone who's needing legal assistance?
No, I'm going to be filing a bar complaint against Larry. So tell him to buckle up. Bye.
Okay. All right.
No, that's not him.
And I'm embarrassed, I guess, at that note. But the time frame, I have no idea, but I do know this. Okay. What they were talking about doing. Now these, I don't know where to go with this. Satellite maps.
Start at the beginning. Where to go with it is start at the beginning and tell me when this all happened. And let me ask the first question. If I were sitting there, I'd be recording the conversations with my cell phone. Did you record anything?
No, too obvious. No, and my Indian friend, the businessman, all he could do was take some discreet notes, and he talked to the receptionist, part owner, and wanted to know who these people were, and she said she would lose her job. She couldn't tell us, and that's it. So I don't. The only two things here is this is factual, no lie, no joke, no exaggeration. They had enough banter back and forth in their vote. You know, all they had fun talking about were the youngest who had the youngest kids they were in bed with. You know, that time.
Okay, let's not talk about that again, because that's not appropriate. So let's not bring up that subject.
All right, but you're asking me. You want to go back to the history, Jeremy? Can I call you Jeremy?
Yeah, most people do.
All right, well, call me Donald. Just never call me late for dinner.
Okay.
Okay. And at the bottom of the email, you know, I hated to bore you with that digression. That explains a little bit about me. All right, the guys sitting there, it just was coincidence. Now, these tables are long and they're wide, and they can seat 20 people, 10 on each side, none on the end. And they were at the end of that table. Most people had left. They'd already come for the martini and brandy lunches. A lot of expats, the whole bit, and government people there here in Hong Kong, both Chinese and American and other countries. And we were at the beginning of the other 10-person table, and we had basically, you know, it's really wide, really deep, and we were less than 10 feet. I'd say probably 8 feet away from these guys. You see everything clearly, and there's no way we could have put the phone up anywhere and done anything. In fact,
well, did you just? So you didn't even sound record. You didn't just leave your phone where it was and sound record.
No, I asked my friend Kevin, you know, and he said, no, these are not nice people. He said, you know, just he loves your online stuff. Everyone does. That's the bottom line. Anyway. On that, he knows who you are in the whole bit, and I asked him why he didn't record. I couldn't. Mine is
Is there a point to all this? I don't want to waste your guys' time. Like, I was hoping there's going to be like a smoking gun or something. Is there a smoking gun? Point me to a minute. Because this is like talking in circles.
He had his on the table right in the middle of what we were doing, because we were editing, drafting his drafts. I edit and rewrite them for him, and he's making lots of notes and papers everywhere. But we can hear these guys; they were loud, and it was obvious. And they were naming names, you know, and they were using your name, George's name. They were using Lynette's name.
No smoking gun.
And then at one point, they were talking about someone else that they'd been talking to with Lynette. I don't know who he was. They were talking to.
Oh, this guy's just trying to get back into the USA.
So I couldn't understand it. Anyway, the thing is, they want to be far away. I don't mean to jump over you, Jeremy, but I can't do anything else. We tried. We even talked to the restaurant owner. Do you have video of so-and-so time on so-and-so?
Well, that's good. Jeremy's on top of it. So it sounds like everything is good. Nothing, because if there was something of substance and something of value, this guy who sent the email would have probably said it by now. So things are good. So false alarm.
Well, the video camera
false alarm is good.
10 a.m.
When it comes to like a hit, false alarm is good.
Want to be videotaped. Okay, so that screwed that up.
So you're in Hong Kong right now, right? You're in Hong Kong right now?
Long time in Hong Kong.
Okay, what time is it in Hong Kong right now?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. I've got some rescue cats in my way. It's 6:15 a.m. on Wednesday.
Oh, 6:50. So I woke you up.
No, I'm up all night because I'm doing some emails.
What I want to hear about is the threat.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm not trying to minimize your story. I'm not trying to minimize the aspect of the children, but the call is for the threat.
And we're on the same side of the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is good. I'm just, you know, and I just wanted to add one quick thing, that Cedar Key was okay. A lot of potential there in Otter Creek, but like I explained in my email.
Just real quick, sorry, chat. Go ahead and refresh your browser if you want the emoji. I just updated while I was listening, since I have the time. I updated the emoji so you can see Judge DeTortoisis. There we go. He's up there. Judge DeTortoisis. What's that, babe? I made emojis. You can use them. Yeah, it's on my channel. My girlfriend is asking about the emojis. I made a Judge DeTortoisis emoji. Okay, back to the video.
You know, I moved on because it was not a good meeting with whatever man came to meet me there. $50,000 permit. Okay, all right. So you've got the gist of it so far, and these guys, and we had a privilege, and no one was in our way. Pardon me, this chair is creaking as I've got these freak rescue cats trying to get on and off. They think someone's going to talk to them on this phone.
God bless cats.
They like to talk to the news people. All right, I'm really kind of speechless on this because we hope to get a videotape. There were cameras everywhere. We didn't know the cameras were not on. That was one thing I noticed and already thought I hopefully I can get. If nothing else, I can get a local attorney and I can subpoena this. And I was thinking all that way. But no. And my friend, who's Indian, but he's an entrepreneur, been in a lot of countries, and he's sharp. But he tried everything. He said he even tried when the receptionist and assistant manager said no.
Okay.
Get fired. He offered.
Okay, so there's no video. There's no video. Let's get back to the threat. Okay, let's stay focused on the threat because that's the only thing I can do here in Florida. What were the threats?
Okay. Now, again, your satellite map is easy to recognize. They had circled your properties on the paper map, though, not the satellite map.
Okay, what properties? Clarify for me what properties.
When you go on the satellite, you know, it's been a while since I looked at your
Oh, for the love of God.
I think everybody.
This guy,
it
just.
the point I'm making is that
I think he's just looking for attention. A man with serious.
Okay, so to clarify.
I'm sorry, you guys.
You're talking about my Otter Creek property, correct?
This guy's just
you're
looking
saying
for
they have
fame.
maps of my Otter Creek property.
He just keeps going in circles.
As opposed to what is irrelevant, but Otter Creek properties, definitely. And they were showing. Well, let's just leave it at that right now. And then they were discussing. Michelle has to. She uses either name, you say, right?
There's a lot of names, but go ahead, keep going.
Okay. Doesn't want to be there. She has to be safe where she can claim she knew nothing about this. It's, you know, she will give a signal of when you are there and then leave, although she wants to be in North Point or Northport anyway. And because we're listening to them and they're loud as hell, and I'm trying to think, okay, I'm a Florida boy. I've been in Venice, Siesta Key, the whole bit, in Sarasota, and I'm trying to think, where are they telling each other, or this one guy, the top dog, is telling them that she wants to be at when this goes down. Now, they've decided that the best way to do this is have a get caught in the crossfire shootout, but it has to be shooting in both directions. It has to hit her property and buildings, and it has to hit your property and buildings. Got it?
I'm listening.
So hold on. Is this guy allegedly sitting there privy to an entire conversation of people taking out a hit in a public place? This does not make any sense to me. Shit like that goes on maybe in the dark web, maybe he found a recording of it somewhere, but like you're sitting there in a restaurant and you're hearing 6 guys and they're all like, Lynette Preston this, Lynette Preston that. Like, I don't understand. This makes no sense.
And they were talking about, is it better to go on motorcycles or go on cars? What do we do? What is the best thing? Well, we'll leave it to, and they call them Jim and Bob, those 2 guys. And that's all I know about them. Other than they had a little bit of an accent, and then they bitched a while about the politics in Canada. And
so Jim and Bob were the 2 Canadians that you mentioned in the email.
I believe they're Canadians because they're complaining.
So Jim and Bob are Canadians, but they're in Hong Kong during this at JoJo's Indian restaurant.
That's a hell of a coincidence, and it was a good one.
Well, the proper word would be hails of a coincidence.
God bless you. And me anyway. And Hong Kong is reopened. It's even more corrupt than ever before, but that's neither here nor there. It's not unusual. And Canada is doing a really big deal with mainland China. China is what they call it.
Okay, so let's get focused back to the actual threat. I don't need the history of China, and I'm not trying to be rude, because the only thing that I can do about anything is a threat. So the aspects of the threat, you mentioned Jim and Bob, the Canadians that happen to be in Hong Kong. They said they're going to be on motorcycle. Are you claiming that they claimed that they're talking to Lynette?
No, they're speculating what would be better, vehicle or motorcycles. And they did, excuse me, I've got a cat here. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
No, you're okay. Take care of the cat.
Well, she's walking on this tablet, phone tablet combo, and that might go back. Hey, Sean. They're princesses and they're girls, and I don't know about others, but in the cat kingdom, they never ever take no for an answer. Okay, so they were deciding what would be the best vehicle, which direction to come from. How can they set up a crossfire? Okay, is it better to drive by in one vehicle and just shoot the place up on both sides after they know she's gone? She's giving the signal she's gone. No, what is the best way? Or do they just come in at night and set fire to the place when it's occupied? Or do they just burn it down when it's not occupied? Or you get the idea. They had this open discussion.
Open discussion?
Talked about, how to screw this up, screw you up, screw you over, whatever you want to say.
But are they saying this on their own, or are they saying that they're communicating with Lynette? It's a whole different thing.
I didn't mean, wait. I didn't mean to overlook that. Yes, okay. They are communicating with her or someone on her behalf.
Okay.
It still needs to be looked into.
They've been watching what's going on.
It still needs to be looked into. I mean, here's the thing. This is a very serious thing. At the end of the day, this is, no matter how you look at it, it's a very serious thing and needs to be looked into. The only question is how, because the only source is a man living in China. How did, let's go find the hitmen? Like, what?
And they're laughing about it, and they think they can draw it out long enough that maybe they can, they don't want to get in too soon, but they don't want to miss out. So they just decided, okay, let's get into the trial if we can, be her attorneys. If not, there's no.
Give this information to the FBI.
From anywhere, in and out of the trial.
Okay.
Last resort is if you're too strong. If the last resort is if you're too strong, they were talking about the lethal option. And which way is best? Fire, bullets, what? How do you disguise the bullets? So it's not a direct assassination thing. How do you keep from implicating Lynette, Michelle, whatever? And you get the point, Jeremy. Now at that point.
Okay, pause right there, because I gotta ask you a follow-up question, Donald, because in the beginning you asked me, because I said, who is Miss Nasty? And you said, well, I don't know her name. But then you told me these individuals were saying her name, Lynette, Michelle. So you
wait a minute. Somehow we got confused on our talking about that. Maybe with the cats. I don't know. But no. I mean, now that you know the names, now that I've got you online, I mean on the phone, yeah, but they were talking, and for the email and for me to get through with this, I just was calling her, Miss Nasty Gal.
This is terrifying.
And then
no
to clarify as well, because you sent the email,
no
you
matter
were
how you
there
look at
listening to this
scary.
for 4 hours.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in, I'm amazed at how Jeremy's taking this in stride. Look, bar complaint is one thing. Somebody takes out a hit on you. If true or not, I'm gonna be shaking in my booties. I mean, that's a fact. Now, is it going to stop me from making videos and talking about the topic? Probably not. But that is scary. It gets so much worse there. Oh boy, okay, let's keep going.
Every time we go to JoJos Indian restaurant, we basically take over a table.
Yeah, to work. Yeah. So you were there for, but to clarify, you were there for 4 hours listening to this.
4 hours?
Over 4 hours, but actually,
Over 4
listened to them
hours.
for almost 4 hours, because at one point, 3 of them got up and left, and the photos were put back, and the guys oversized folio attache, and they're shit-faced drunk. That's what they do. Anyway.
Well, if they're intoxicated, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. We have a new piece of evidence here. We have a new piece of evidence. They're shit-faced drunk. Again, true or not, if we take it at face value, people who are intoxicated, they're literally 8,000 miles away. They might feel comfortable talking about this kind of stuff in public. I don't know. They're 8,000 miles away. They don't suspect anybody who knows or like has heard of Jeremy Hales is going to be anywhere in the vicinity. And they're intoxicated. They're shit-faced drunk. If they're shit-faced drunk, that does add credibility to his story. They're not paying attention. They're too intoxicated. They're having fun. They're like, let's create this hit on this fucker in Florida. But why? What's the motivation? Okay, people don't just kill people for no reason. There's got to be a motive. And Lynette is not that connected. Lynette, first of all, she doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the time. She doesn't have the energy. She's not that connected. The FBI needs to be contacted by Jeremy. This may be an independent group acting independently.
And the actual part where we were listening to them talking about you, and then for a while about George.
Okay.
It's probably a good 3 hours. A good 3 hours of that, almost 4 hours.
He said, no. Wait, hold on. Now his story is not making sense. He said over 4 hours. Now he backs up. He says 3 hours, almost 4 hours. See, the key to figuring out if the person is telling the truth or not is consistency. If they're consistent with their story, it adds credibility. When they're inconsistent with their story, it detracts from their credibility. So now we got our first ding on this man. He emphasized over 4 hours just a few seconds ago. And now he's saying 3 hours, almost 4 hours. That is big. That is a big difference.
Okay. And this was 3 to 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Is there anything?
And why does he sound so sure? He said this was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And now Jeremy is confirming this was 3 or 4 weeks ago. And he long pause. What did I tell him before? Yeah. Again, that's ding number 2.
Anything else you want to? Anything else you want? Okay, 1 second, Donald. We're talking over each other. I apologize. Anything else in regards to information that you want to share with me in regards to that?
Well, telling you what's going on, and then you having it's difficult. I realize that, but how do you handle it on your end? One of the things they mentioned was that someone could walk by you, and you would bleed out in 20 seconds. Okay, this is something they do here, and they were talking about doing this. You're waiting in the crowd somewhere where you need to cross, and somebody walks through the crowd, and they do it praying mantis style, where you're next to the curb, you're about to cross, vehicles coming, so that they can just.
How does he know this stuff? Is he an ex-Marine or something? He's now describing how these complete strangers who were sitting there for somewhere between 3 and over 4 hours talking about this, he's describing, oh, this is how they're going to do it.
Like a praying mantis striking out with one arm and push you into the traffic, you get hit. Everybody's freaking out, and nobody's paying attention to who did it. They've already left. Or
He's a Vietnam vet.
Walk past you quickly, and just stick a long shit into your kidney.
Okay. So you heard them say all of those things.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else you want
Even
to add?
okay,
to that?
wait. Even Jeremy doesn't believe him. Did you see his reaction? Watch it again. Watch Jeremy's face. I'm gonna put it at 0.5 speed, just so you guys can see Jeremy's. Watch this. Watch his face.
Okay. So you heard them say all of those things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Look at it. He doesn't even believe this guy. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at the microphone. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Even Jeremy's just like, "Are you done, bro? Are you done?" Even Jeremy doesn't believe him.
Anything else you want to add to that?
There's nothing else that you've got the gist of it.
Okay.
really well.
And I got your email. So
I don't know.
I have to ask this question, okay? I have to ask this question. And you have to understand that I get contacted by thousands of people every day and different stories every day.
I know.
So I don't know you from anybody, Donald. You're telling me you're in Hong Kong right now, and I have to ask qualifying questions. Number
Okay.
one, are you on any medications?
Well, different type 2 diabetes. I don't do
Okay.
drugs. I don't do banned substances. I don't smoke.
Okay.
I don't really drink. Maybe I'll go
So nothing that would cause hallucinations or alter, your thought process or anything along those lines.
I'm not a wannabe. I'm not screwed up.
I gotta qualify.
He's not
whether the
answering. No.
information is
Answer the
viable or
question.
not.
Whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
just-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Nothing that would.
Oh, we found a smoking gun. You guys said there was no smoking gun here. Are you fucking kidding me? We just found a smoking gun. Folks, you got to learn how to pay attention to this shit. Watch and learn. Listen closely.
Cause hallucinations or alter. Okay. Number one, are you on any medications?
Are you on any medications? He says I'm on diabetes medication.
Well, different type 2 diabetes. I don't do
Okay.
drugs. I don't do banned substances. I don't smoke. I
Okay.
don't really drink. Maybe I'll go
So nothing that would cause hallucinations or alter, your thought
Nothing that would cause hallucinations or alter your thought processes.
process or anything along those lines.
Or anything along those lines. That is the question. You'd never take anything that cause hallucinations or alter your processes. Watch this. This is the smoking gun right here. Listen to the answer.
I'm not a wannabe. I'm not screwed up.
I
I'm not a wannabe. I'm not screwed up. I am not a wannabe is not a no, I do not have any hallucinations. I am not a wannabe, bro. Yes, I know how to handle my hallucinations. He literally just accidentally gave himself away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I feel bad for the guy. He's former Vietnam soldier. He probably, he may have PTSD. Jeremy knows this. Look at his face. Does that look like a man who's worried for his life? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, folks. Listen to it one more time.
Qualify whether the informations or alter,
Type 2 diabetes. I don't do
Okay.
drugs. I don't do banned substances. I don't smoke. I
Okay.
don't really drink. Maybe I'll go
So nothing that would cause hallucinations or alter, your thought process or anything along those lines.
I'm not a wannabe. I'm not screwed up.
I gotta qualify whether the information is viable or not. I don't know you from anybody. You could be the greatest guy in the world. You could think I'm the greatest guy in the world, but I don't know who I'm talking to be able to move forward with this. So I have to pre-qualify and go, are you okay? Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental conditions whatsoever?
No. And
Okay, I remember that part, but he's just trying to make a joke. I think the man is just trying to make a joke. That was a joke.
and by the way, because
He's being sarcastic.
Type 2 diabetes, I'm regularly checked, and because I'm pretty much blind, I can still function well. Because I said no to laundering drug money and contraband money, and they actually killed me. My life was saved, but I had a stroke after that, and I became blinded.
Okay.
Because the doctors didn't believe in any time. They said the golden window was in America.
No, that was a joke.
Okay.
That was a joke.
How do you get to JoJo's Indian restaurant?
Oh shit! All I know is when I take the train into Wan Chai.
Okay, so you take the train to get there. Okay.
Just because he's
And
blind.
can you give me the approximate date when this all happened?
By the way, going back to what I was saying, I went into the police department, the Wanchai Police Department, the next day also, and
Okay.
I said, yesterday the cameras went on. What can we do? Is there anything to do from the street? Whatever we can give you. No, sorry, we don't do that. And that's it.
Okay,
But
so
the approximate date, just say between 3 and 4 weeks ago. That's probably
3 and 4 weeks ago.
I'll ask Kevin what
Who's Kevin?
what date he thinks it is.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, Donald, just so you know. Number one, I'm going to share.
Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Who's Kevin? He said, I'm going to ask Kevin. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Did he say he's completely blind or half blind?
All happened.
I'm pretty much blind.
Pretty much blind. I'm pretty much blind. But he did say he saw maps of Jeremy's property. Thank you, Terry Warner. Oh, good call. Kevin is his friend. Why isn't Kevin on the line? Thank you, Larry, for helping calm our nerves. This is what I'm here for, Teddy. I mean, Jeremy is going to go live on Sunday, partially blind. Why isn't Kevin on the line as well, since Kevin was there?
I can say,
JoJo's Indian restaurant.
oh shit! All I know is when I take the train into Wanchai.
Okay, so you take the train to get there. Okay. And can you give me the approximate date when this all happened?
By the way, going back to what I was saying, I went into the police department, the Wanchai Police
Why
Department.
he's not answering questions? That is very, very suspicious. A person who has information of such magnitude will be like, I will do everything I can to answer your questions to the best of my ability as quickly as possible. And he's like, oh, well, by the way, I just wanted to tell you another thing that I forgot to tell you earlier. Oh my God. Jeremy doesn't believe him.
The next day also. And
Okay.
I said, yesterday the cameras went on. What can we do? Is there anything to do from the street? Whatever we can give you. No, sorry, we don't do that. And that's it.
Okay,
But
so
the approximate date, just say between 3 and 4 weeks ago. That's probably
3 and 4 weeks ago.
I'll ask Kevin what date he thinks it is.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, Donald, just so you know. Number one, I'm going to share all of this with the Levy County Sheriff. And there's a Levy County Sheriff that actually shared your email with me, okay? Number two.
I just sent Mr. Drummond, I just sent him a copy of my email to you.
I don't know who Mr. Drummond is, but.
Oh, well.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about one of the sheriff deputies? Well, don't even worry about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share our conversation with the Levy County Sheriff, and then I'm also going to broadcast this conversation on the channel because information is my protection in all reality. So
I need discretion. Yeah, I need discretion also. By the way, the man in the sheriff's department was Scott, S-C-O-T-T, Tuman, T-U-M-M-O-N-D.
yes, Lieutenant. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share our conversation with him, and then that way the conversation is made public because public conversation equates into protection in all reality. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. You can always email me at whatthehales@yahoo.com if you come up with any more information, and I appreciate you reaching out and sharing with me.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
Okay.
Like I say, I'm a kid abused by Catholic priests and nobody.
Okay, all right, bro. For the love of God.
No, I don't think that, but that's really private information that.
Yeah, we don't.
That
just chill.
If we knew each other a long time, it'd be one thing for us to talk about that and come up with a situation. But you and I have never met face to face. It's just an email, and wait until you can trust a person to share those things with them. You know what I mean? And maybe you feel like you know me to be able to trust and share those things with me, but I'm not ready to hear those things.
Jeremy, no. And we're both nice guys, so when someone pushes the wrong buttons, we can both become assholes really fast.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Donald, I appreciate you getting in touch with us, and we're going to get in touch with the Levy County Sheriff.
And that's all I can do. And as I've told you, I've checked other avenues with this, other venues, other ways, and it's just zilch.
Okay.
Sir, you take care. God bless.
We're at the Levy County Sheriff's Station right now. We were going to take the video footage and emails and give that to them, but the office is closed, and I didn't want to interrupt them with more important things to say, hey, you know, come to the schoolhouse. I was just going to bring it to them.
No, it's not fluffy.
I think what I'm going to do
Fluffy.
is just come first thing in the morning to see if we can meet with the lieutenant.
Follow them on What the Hales on YouTube. Please subscribe and like their videos. Thank you for that, Jeremy. Don't copyright strike me, bro. I'm sure you won't. I'm just kidding. Fluffy Twinkle Butt. Really? That had to be your name? Is this? I have to read it, right? Is this the person who called Larry and threatened him? No. We listened to that. That's a different voice. Fluffy Twinkle Butt. Jesus Christ. Okay. Jeffrey Montgomery says, FYI, there's talk of CP. Yeah, we covered that. That's disturbing. The NW Geology guy, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining on as a member. Teddy O'Hearn, is the phone tapped? Why Chinese the beginning of call of Donald? I have no idea. Again, I've never been to China. I don't go to China. I don't know how it works. JH mentioned a federal case today in the info. I don't know. I don't know anything about a federal case, Kate. Kim Boyko says, Lai does not have the brains or funds to do this. Yeah, so we don't think it's her funding it. Nick Naclerio, thank you very much for the 2. Sally68, this guy does sound a lot like the guy who called. No, we went over that. Nope, very fishy. Talks about that and trying to get Jeremy to open up and stuff. Yep. Angelo Odath says, Odath, sounds like the guy who, no, that's not him. We covered that. Hong Kong is in China. Thank you, Jax R. Risa Murphy, 3 names from that call. Donald, Kevin, and Matthew. Listen again to the start of the call. Matthew gets this guy on AI. Call sounds voice generated. Yeah, there was some talk. There was really beginning. Is this another AI bot? We're gonna make some money on him. Let's monetize this. I don't get it. Maybe they catch scammers or something. You know, I get it. I get it. There's a lot of, especially with AI, it's so difficult to ascertain what is true and what is false these days. This seems like a movie script, if you ask me, Hillbilly Man. Hey, one day somebody will make a movie on this for sure. Jeremy received a lengthy email from Donald that he shared, which gave more information. Melissa Kalar. So Jeremy's going to be sharing that. That's not my prerogative. I'm just here to kind of figure things out for you all, at least. Mimi Two Boys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your donation. Can Donald be using AI for his voice? Maybe. He did say turn on the AI at the beginning. Yeah, that was really weird. SA says, Megan Fox had a good suggestion. Have you join the Hales team YouTube lawyer defending a YouTuber? Maybe. It's up to Jeremy. I don't get to decide who picks me as a lawyer. Wanda Perez, love you guys. Thank you so much. Love you too. Bill Smith says this guy's a 76-year-old expat who was screwed by the Chinese government because he told a German news channel that the people of Hong Kong should decide their fate. Maybe. You guys know more about this than I do. Helen Gall, at least now I'm caught up. Helen Gall says, it's out there somewhere because I remember seeing it, but can't remember where. Okay, thank you. Debbie Minton, I think it's fake, but Jeremy had to look into it. Absolutely agree. Bob Markwood, thank you for the 10. I want some of whatever this guy's smoking. OMG, says Don Gibson. Angelo, again, did he have a Hong Kong number starting with 852? I don't know. $1 from Elaine Cuspa. Thank you so much. Canada is watching. It's about an embarrassment of a judge, not Lynette. Exactly. Got to be a prank, but can't be too careful, says Mildred Katie. There you go. Troy Ironside, you need to watch the whole video for true context. Well, my job is not to siphon, unlike what I did to Megan the other day. That was, by the way, that was completely unintentional. I did not know. When you do a double stream, like when somebody dual cast streams or whatever, I thought once I leave the studio, my stream ends. I didn't know that I was gonna siphon her views and her super chats and everything for like an hour and a half. I did make good by it. I apologized and I commented and I even gave her like $100, even though I didn't have to. She said, "Don't donate to me." I still did just because I felt bad. I really did. That was not my intent. Although I will say that was the most epic accidental grift in the history of grifting. Is just be like, so yeah, listen, I gotta go. I'll see you later, and just click. And then as she continues reading, people are just like, "Oh, Megan is on my channel," and I get super chats, I get views. I mean, like, it's epic. You can't make this stuff up, folks. That was, I swear, I wish it was intentional. In hindsight, I wish I was just like, you know what would be funny? And then like, but it's not intentional, but I'll take the credit. It was the most epic accidental grift that I've ever done in my life. But watching the whole video for true context, this kind of bleeds me into this. I don't want to watch the whole video on my channel because I want you all to go to Jeremy's channel and watch it on his channel, because I don't want to siphon the views from him. This is how they make a living. I make my living in my law firm, okay? This is my side hustle. Maybe one day it'll be my full-time job. Right now, it's my side hustle. I'm having fun with it. I love covering this stuff. There was like over 5,000 of you in here at one point. There's still about 5,000 of you in here. I want Jeremy to make the money. He's the one who made the video. I wanted to go to him. I just wanted to cover the one call so that I can do this, okay? So go to his channel and watch it there, okay? Diane Cook, the restaurant is real. They checked on it. I think this guy is using a bot or something. The call gets distorted. Yep. Michelle Roberts, John Cook loves to threaten with the dark web. Maybe it's him. I don't know. Jim Dara, Lynette could be trading the little girl child trafficking in exchange for the hit. Oh, dear God, please. Oh my God. Why do you have to be so dark, man? The guy was making reference to, yes. Oh my God, chat. Guys, come on. Apocrypha Darkbane claims to be a Vietnam vet. Story is inconsistent with its details. Is inconsistency a side effect of Agent Orange? Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Seems fishy, says Cherry G, from the start, but seems pretty fishy from the start that a sheriff slipped him that email at the Levy County meeting versus actually handing it in an official capacity. Totally agree, but it is Levy County. They do things willy-nilly over there. Call me, email me. I don't want to highlight that too much for too long. Thank you, Debbie. Video witnesses, my guess, the guy's a grifter, expat living in Hong Kong, running a long con, getting Jeremy Hale to trust him, send him money for saving him. Like, you're welcome for the save, bro. I didn't believe it. Sounds too far-fetched. Matt says Matt Bond. Michelle Roberts says the call is a little sus. But Jeremy had to share it. Jeremy's doing the right thing. Props to Jeremy, and I hope he is safe. That's all I can say about that. Carolyn B says he did say pretty much be blued to fully blind. Debbie Childers, call me SAP. I have connections. Okay, very good. Thank you, Debbie. Jeffrey Montgomery, mostly blind, but noticed all those cameras too. I don't know. He had Kevin to fill in the details, I guess. Dude is totally looking for 5 minutes of fame, says Michelle Crick. You know, Chad is usually never wrong. Chad is always right. But you guys are split right now. Jones Scalfani says, he says Craig before he said Kevin. Did he use two different names? Terry Stratus says, new lawyer shows up on federal case for Lynette. Okay. Suzanne Parrish, thank you for the 10. Rachel McCullough, can you check John Cook's voice with your threat? Yes, I did. It's not him. Jeremy filed an extortion and libel case against Lynette in federal court yesterday. Connie. Oh, is that what happened? Wait a second. By the way, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, join us as a member if you're so inclined, hit that notification bell, and super chat if you got questions. I'm looking at Jeremy Hales's community page. I don't see anything filed. I don't see any filings. Maybe he talked about it. Jeremy filed an extortion and libel case against Lynette in federal court. She was served yesterday. Oh, it's on Pacer. Oh, we can check Pacer. That's easy. I have a login information for Pacer. Where would you like to go? Is it the Florida? I imagine it's the Florida Northern District, right? Florida Northern District. Let's do this real quick. This is going to be fun. Northern District document filing system. Let's do a query. We don't have the case number, but we can do Hales, Jeremy, or we can run it on Lynette. I started calling her Lynette too. Docket report, run report. Ah, bingo. Was it from Django Unchained? That no, it's not Django. No. Inglorious Bastards. That's a bingo. Yeah. Anyway, we found it. We found it. Complaint against all defendants filed 2 days ago on March 3rd. Complaint. Oh boy, 16 pages. Let's check it out. View documents costs $1.60. Let's check this out. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to do a separate video on this, folks. Plaintiff Jeremy Hales, by and through counsel, sues Lynette hereinafter and Cook. So he's suing Preston and Cook. This case is about the use of threats or extortion to compel Hales to behave in a certain manner or persuade Hales to provide Preston and Cook with benefits. Ooh, this is going to be a good, fun reading. Oh, this is going to be good. Yes. Definitely not doing it today, though. It's way too late. It's already 9:16. We'll do it some other day. Maybe I'll do it on vacation. I don't know. I like to do this kind of stuff. Lilith says, will you be meeting Jeremy while you're in Florida? No, that would be cool, but they're way up north. I'm going to be way down south. I'm going to be like 6 hours from them. JH filed a case in federal court for defamation, says Holly J. Thank you so much. Harold Finberg, thank you for the super sticker. Don Gibson, they only need 2,000 more subs to reach 700,000. We got to have a party. We got to have a party for them. 700,000. Don't get too excited, Larry. Oh, okay. Well, I guess chat is telling me don't get too excited. This is not going to be the funnest thing in the world. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I have not read it. So let's see. Federal complaint. So that's been filed. That's good to know. Now it's saved to my computer, and I will have a chance to. Oh, and we also have to do the Peeping Tom case. I think one of the other law tubers, maybe it was Tug or maybe it was Megan. I think it may have been both of them. There was this whole case of Judge DeThomasis, Judge DeTortoisis. He didn't represent. He appeared as a character witness in the capacity of a lawyer, to defend this prosecutor who was peeping on this woman who was changing in a oh my God. Sorry, it's been a long day, you guys. Tanning salon, tanning booth. Thank you. DUI guy, he's going to the FBI. Good. That's good to know. Harold Finberg, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Same for Robert James and I Am Sane. Welcome to the channel, folks. Good to have you. Cherry Adamski, welcome in. Pierre Boucher, thank you very much. Welcome. The filing cites Rico, Kevin Cotter. I will read that. Love ya. Mean it. Call me or I will ignore you. Oh my God. I love you. You're crazy. Karen Stoppel, put a ring on it in Florida. Yeah. I love how chat is like telling me how to live my life. That's I love you guys. I'm not dinging you either. That's like funny. It's like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. What? To the left. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Beyonce's. Cherry Adamski, my bullshit detector went off from the beginning. Interesting. So some people were like sussing it literally since the beginning. Subi Sue 73, family pics with Kitty, hashtag beach hells to the yeah. I love your channel. I'm learning so much. Thank you, Patty Oxhausen, for the super chat as well. Well, I think that catches us up. Oh, you love my Nirvana shirt? Yeah, let me kind of show it off a little bit. That's my Nirvana shirt. Hells yeah. I love you guys. I'm a big fan. Love what you do. God bless. God bless you too, Hot Rod. All right. I think that's it. I think that's it. I love you guys. I hope you all are. Oh, I have to end on this. Let's end on a happy note. It's been very stressful. Let's do this real quick. Let me end this on a happy note. Jeremy has this posted on his channel. I'm going to share it on mine. You can't say that's not hilarious. What's next for Judge DeThomasis? Lynette and Crook find out tonight. That was a few days ago, but that's Judge DeTortoisis wearing a McDonald's. You're gonna be cleaning toilets at McDonald's soon, Judge. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, if you like it, then you should have not ruled against him. If you like it, then you shouldn't have ruled against him. Now you work at McDonald's. At McDonald's. Delusional brain is coming up with good catchy modifications to the Beyonce classic. All right, you all. I hope you all learned something. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you all had fun, and some info on Justia also. Thank you, Misty Reed. I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to start packing to my vacation, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love every single one of you. Thank you for joining. I hope you learned something. I hope I was able to calm some of your nerves as well, because I know there's been a lot of hoorah over this situation here. And again, don't forget the most important thing about this video. If you have not yet contacted your representatives in Florida, or not your, but their representatives in Tallahassee, there's the contact info. It's on the screen. And yeah, good night, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Ray Bone Crusher on YouTube, by the way, made a comment on Canadian politics. Thank you, Pierre. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.